Hello guys and gals, and welcome back to part 2 of Let's Play Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, where we are now in Summer Forest, the first homeworld of Avalar in Spyro 2, where I think at first we're actually going to go around and collect some gems to start off with. As in just like clear this area out right here. And then we'll move on to doing another level. I think we are going to do Colossus. Although there definitely are going to be gems that I can't do as of yet, like the ones underwater right here. The gems are so well hidden in the grass, it becomes a real problem in Zephyr, I'd say. But we'll just check around here. Yep, Sparks is pointing down to the ground. So obviously them gems are underwater, so I will not be able to get them just yet. So I'll just speak to Elora right now.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
So obviously this is the bridge area right here, which Ripto is obviously taken out, so you have to use the glide to get over. However, speaking of that, I am actually going to mention something about that in a minute. When we come to do the Hunter Challenge. So I just clear all the gems out down here. Because I'm not exactly wanting to make these LP parts too long, so I'm just going to do one level at a time. Because Spyro 2 levels are quite a lot longer than there was Spyro 1 levels, in fact a lot longer, so...
Hey Spyro, Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're still in the air to glide.
In fact, I don't know if you just noticed that, but a second ago, I went over that bridge, or jumped off that bridge, and Hunter weren't there, and it's just suddenly like magically appeared. That is very weird. Anyway, this is the beautiful Summer Forest homeworld with the beautiful castle right there. It just looks so pretty, honestly. I mean, I just love the Avalar homeworld so much. I'd say my favourite homeworld for definite is Autumn Plains. Although I do still like Summer Forest and Winter Tundra. There just seems to be something I like about Autumn Plains. I think I prefer the levels of Autumn Plains or something like that. And I actually quite like the long glide off the top of the castle. So I just clear out this area around here of gems. And then we'll do the Hunter Challenge.
Hi Spyro, you look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time.
So yeah, that's just like basic jump.
Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Gliding pretty easy because as I say I've done no Spyro 1. However, it is a good tutorial for newcomers.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
So this is where the mechanics changed a little bit. Now, in the original game we used to jump and glide. If you charge jump and glide in the original game you wouldn't go as far. However, now you have to charge, jump and glide in order to get far. I don't actually have to use the hover ability then.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover.
In other words, a running jump, because, as I say, the mechanics changed, and I actually use a D-pad to play these games, interestingly enough.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
So here's an orb unlocked. So that's the first orb, I believe, from Summer Forest. And this is something you could do in the original game, which I don't think you can anymore. And this is where you can charge and jump over to here to get that orb. However, I don't exactly think it's going to happen in Reignited anymore, unfortunately.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
So it costs 500 gems to learn how to swim. So I'll need 45 more, which we're going to do in Colossus right now. And before we go into Colossus, I'm actually going to do a colour cheat, because I actually like to do colour cheats. So if I remember this correctly, the cheat, I think I'm going to do blue, because I did blue in Magic Crafters, and I think that Colossus is sort of like an ice snow level, so I think it's up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, right, down, left, up, X. There we go. I actually remembered that off by heart, because I'm so used to putting cheat codes into Spyro, so. Here we go, entering Colossus. Of which we'll get a cutscene for the start of the level, which is something that I said in the last part is actually a really nice touch to Spyro 2. Okay, so now we're in Colossus. We're just going to talk to this little dude right here first off.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
So here we go. And the enemies, of course, are Yetis in this level, not lizards. Like I said that there were Yetis in Glimmer. Actually, I can't believe I've just done that. And my PS4 fan is running really loud for some reason. I don't know why, but that is really annoying.
Concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
Now this is something I really miss that kind of disappoints me a bit about Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Probably one of the first things and only things actually that disappoint me about it. And that is I miss the old Y-I-I-O, Y-I-I-O chant. Because it now just sounds like a moan. And that was one of the things I actually remembered.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
What I remembered Spyro 2 by. And here's a fodder. Look, a little penguin. How cute. I'm not going to kill it because I know that there's one person who watches this channel who does not like to kill the fodder, and it breaks their heart,
Enemies
so.
like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies.
So I'd like to say that last night a patch was released for Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which adds some extra features, such as the ability to turn on subtitles and the ability to turn off
Each time you defeat an enemy, it
motion
will
blur.
release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up is inactive, you need to defeat more enemies.
And that yak's suddenly like rolling and jumping, really excited for some reason. That is so random and funny, so. And a goat just attacked me. No. Okay. I love goats, by the way. I said that by now. Anyway, last night, a patch released for a Reignited Trilogy which allows you to turn off the motion blur and turn on subtitles. So we're actually in this room, we're actually going to talk about these pictures right now, so you can actually see one of the dudes from this level in Autumn Plains. And we also have the Artisan's Home right here, as well as High Caves, which is actually interesting to see all these Spyro 1 levels in... What is it? Oh gosh. In Spyro 2, why am I forgetting the name of the game? And then we have two pictures here, where obviously one is either Skelos Badlands or Magna Cone. I think it could be Magna Cone, I'm not too sure. Probably is Magna Cone actually. And we also have Fracture Hills. So now we're going into this next room right here, which is something interesting about.
Hey, look what I can do.
This room in the original used to actually be blue, sort of like look like it was cold, so it was like a cold room. However, this is no longer the case in here. It's actually matches the rest of the level. Or of course have some pictures in here which are probably just all duplicates. Oh, apart from one here, what's that look like? That looks like is that Beastmakers? Apart from one picture, it's just different. Ah, that's interesting. So as I say, I tried to play a bit of Spyro last night with the motion blur turned off, which I'm actually going to show you right now, actually. So if you go into menu, camera, I invert camera X and Y by the way, because then it feels like the originals when you're using the triggers to change the camera around. So I turn the motion blur off, and this is what it looks like. The picture definitely does look sharper, however for me it just doesn't seem to work, it just doesn't seem right to me. Same as Spyro557 pointed out on Twitter last night, that he tried to turn off the motion blur as well, and it just, as you can see, it just looks a bit sort of like stuttery and unnatural. It looks sort of like plastic and artificial. It just doesn't seem to work for me. You know, I just don't like this at all. You know, I'm actually going to have to turn that back on, because it actually looks more natural with the motion blur. It actually gives you a good sense of movement as well. So here we go. Let's go for the...
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough though. In fact, I'm not sure you're up to it.
And then he like kills himself by rage. Love it.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
So there goes the talisman from, and I actually very nearly went into the return home portal, which I did not want to do. So here we go, we're going to go into the outside section now, and I think we're actually going to now move on to doing the ice hockey challenge. And I actually like the ice skating sections in Spyro, especially in Spyro 2. Although I think there is a bit in Spyro 3, like for example in Icy Peak. So now if I just go to here, explore some of the far scenery. Sort of like looks, same as sort of like Ashley says, like a roller coaster sort of. Well, I say they've done good with the far detail, like I've previously said lots of times before in my Spyro 1 Let's Play. So now we are going to do the ice hockey challenge. Can we get the skill point? Which is of course to be perfect in hockey and not let, you know, any pucks go into the other side of a player.
Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper?
Yes, please.
You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
Okay. One thing I am going to say right now, and I've got to say this right now, you know, just to share a little bit about myself, because actually it's now started liking to do that. And that is that I am not a sporty person by any means at all. When I was in school, I absolutely hated detested PE lessons. In fact, I didn't cope with PE lessons at all because I am very bad at working in teams. So I actually used to do something totally separate to everyone else, which would either be walking around the field, you know, at the back of the, sort of like the schoolyard, or they were actually sometimes kind enough to either let me use the gym that they have, or they'd actually let me play Wii Fit in an empty classroom, which is actually pretty neat. And that was perfect.
Well done. Have this.
But however, it does get harder in the next part, I will say.
Would you like to try a game of one-on-one?
Of course I would.
The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
So, can we do it? Can we get the skill point? I can do this. I know I can do this. I've just got to put my mind to it. Although I do have a bit of anxiety knowing that I've only got to like mess up once, and the fact that I'm recording at the same time as well. So I'll just super flame him. And I should be able to get it, and he is pretty close to me. This is where it gets knocked out of me. Oh no, 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 I think I've screwed up now. Oh no. So here we go. Oh yes, so that's 2 in a row, perfect. I've just got to, so that's 2 down, 3 to go. Can I do it? Oh yes. That was actually a close one, to be fair. And you're probably hearing a bit about my personality right now, because this is actually how I am when I'm playing, let's say, certain team games, or, as I say, sports, not my strong point. You know, let's say, for example, sports like multiplayer games. Because I actually class video games as a sport. Right, last one. Can I do this? Can I do it without actually super flaming that little guy here? Oh, I nearly got that then. No. Come on, can I do it? Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 give it back, give it back, give it back. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? No, 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 no. Oh, that was close. Oh crap. Wow, I can do it this time. Can I do it? Oh yes. Oh yes. Now we're talking.
If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
So that's it. Both of the orbs got from the ice hockey challenge. So now we're going to go back and get the orb for this evil spirit challenge. I believe it is called. That's what it's called. No, it don't actually say what it's called yet. In fact, I'll try motion blur off again just to try it. You see, it just makes it look all artificial and stuttery. It looks sort of like ghosty. You know, it's like motion blur, but it seems to like give like a double image effect. Like the picture's sort of like moving side to side. It looks kind of artificial and odd.
Thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
So flame 10 green statues. So obviously you have to flame the mouldy looking ones like that. And there should be something to light a rocket around here, which I believe should be over here, because I'm actually going to do that the legit way, you know. If we can actually find where the rocket is. So as I say, this is without motion blur, and it just doesn't look right to me. I much prefer the game with motion blur on. In fact, anything bad with motion, I can easily tell. It don't make me feel sick, like people seem to make out. However, there are certain motion things I don't like. It's like on new TVs, there's like these motion motion plus and motion smoothing features on them, and people call it a soap opera effect. It actually introduces, and honestly, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So that's one of the first things I have to turn off. But I say the and stuff like that also introduces input lag, which is something that I don't want. Oh, of course, there's a statue down here, isn't there? Yes. Nah, I don't like that at all. Not liking, not liking, not liking. So I'm going to turn that back on. So to go back onto this lower section right here. Yep. Okay, so I've just had to make a quick pause right here because I just had a phone call. So I've now got to just pause the game roughly. So now I'm just going to resume it. So hopefully I should find the rest of the gems pretty soon. In fact, how many gems are there left to go? Oh, I've got all the gems. How did I miss that? I think it's because I paused the game as the phone rang, so that's probably what's happened there. And I think there's one statue through here. You know, so obviously pause the game and the prompt didn't show up, so there's obviously nothing around here. But as I say, the game does look a lot better with motion blur on, in my opinion anyway. And I believe there is a statue in here, if I am not mistaken. Yes, there is. So I've just got to try to find the last statue right now, which should not be too hard to find.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the jump button again at the very top of your jump.
So I've just got to try to find this last statue, so I don't know where it is. I know where it might be. I think, anyway, it's probably around the outside here. Yes, it is. There we go.
Well done, Spyro. You've scared the evil spirit away. Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
Okay then, so I think that is all orbs collected, yes. And that should be 100% level completed, correct? So that is that. Speaking of 100% level completed, one thing I actually miss, or really miss, while I look at this beautiful scenery again, is the da-da-da-da, like the fanfare sound. I actually really like that. That's really interesting over there. There seems to be like something glowing in the distance. It looks like a gem or something, but obviously not. Anyway, let's just exit out of this level now because we've been here for quite a long time. So we're going to return home and we're going to watch the outro cutscene, which is also something that was introduced in Spyro 2. So here we go. Oh, I feel sorry for that little dude. But anyway, that actually sounded like that last Y-I-Y-O actually sounded like it was from actually the original game, which actually I wish they'd actually have kept for every time one of them chants, instead of just the, you know, sort of like moan one like I said before. So that is that. Colossus, fully completed. So that is part 2 of Let's Play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage in Reignited Trilogy. I hope you all enjoyed this part. And, of course, I will see you all in part 3, where I think we will be doing Idle Springs. And of course, we will be purchasing the swim move, which should be pretty interesting. So that is that. I will see you all then. So take care for now.